everyone. Today we are doing an unboxing of Blossoms of Wisdom Oracle cards. Uh, I have like about 15-16 cards in my collection right now. Um, I may start doing more unboxing videos depending on the response I get, but I do really like this deck actually. Uh, it's not really a game changing deck for me personally. At the same time, I do love it. Um, I love the imagery, I love the style, I love the messages, but um, it's overall a good quality deck. Uh, so let's get started. What I do like about this deck is that there is a digital version of the guidebook available, and the first card can be shuffled. Sorry, scanned. This QR code on the first card can be scanned to access that. At the same time, what I don't like about this way of sharing a guidebook is that while I'm in the middle of reading, I will likely not pause it and find the guidebook on my phone. Let's just say if I want clarification on one card or if I wanted to read messages from it, I likely not pause the video considering I record from my phone only, and it just increases editing time, which I don't have right now. But I do love the intention. I think it's done to reduce paper use, so that's good. But let's get started. About card stock, it can be thicker. I'm not a super big fan, but at the same time I've seen decks which are much thinner than this, so I'm really okay with it. It's not much of a um showstopper for me. I don't really mind. It's not a bad quality. At the same time, it's not very thick either. It's okay for me. Some people are very uh stickler about the thickness of the cards they use. I feel sometimes when cards are too thick, they're a bit hard to shuffle. So I'm really okay with what we have. I also read a couple of Amazon reviews about 2 or 3 images being switched uh, in the deck. I'm not a flower expert. I don't know that, so I will not comment on it. Uh, let's get started. I also found one typo, but I think as humans, errors just happen and you can't always control them. And that's okay. Again, not a very big showstopper for me. Considering I've also made typos in the past, I'm not a perfect person. So, please don't expect me to show you the cards in the correct sequence since I've already shuffled the deck a few times now and I don't know what the correct sequence is. Again, the guidebook is not really I don't have a physical copy of the guidebook. It's 100+ page guidebook. I will likely not print it out simply because I don't want to pay for that, considering my financial situation right now. uh yeah, so again, very personal comment. I mean, it's very personal concern for me. It's not a deal breaker again. So let's get started. uh this is the first card I have right now. Again, the sequence is not really correct. I've shuffled this deck a few times now, and I love the imagery and the painting style. I love the keywords. I love the font. The only thing I don't like about the font is when it is used on the back of the deck against a blue background, because cursive is not very readable to me. Again, not everyone is very particular about cursive fonts. I think I also use cursive fonts in all of my decks, so we love seeing them, and that's a guilty pleasure of Oracle deck creators, I guess. So the next card is Cornflower, Perseverance, Inspiration. Again, beautiful imagery. I like yellow, the usage of yellow and blue, because it makes sense of the theme of perseverance and inspiration. Harmony, revitalization, Verbena. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing the names right. I'm not language or flower expert. Anthurium. And this is where like the cursive fonts are kind of annoying for readers because the dot of I is not visible, which makes it almost look like one. But from a card creator perspective, I think you don't really say it until someone points it out to you because you do love your fonts. So I do understand that. And yeah, this- let's move on to the next card. Uh, Cactus flower. Ooh, I like the flower. Um, I didn't know cactuses could have flowers actually. Poppy. Again, blue is a very good color to depict both tranquility and reflection. I absolutely love the amount of thought that has been put into the backgrounds uh, because red color, which is used on the flower, it also signifies passion. And when you compare that against blue background, it doesn't make sense. At the same time, it does make sense. Like, it's full of contrast, but that's what really happens when you're reflecting on something. You think of the good, you think of the bad, and you make peace in your own mind about the situation. So I like, maybe the creator did not really think in this direction while creating, but I do like how everything makes sense. uh Wisteria, harmony, grace. I like this image. I like the paintings overall. Not a big fan of this font because it makes eyes look like ones. Again, a personal preference, not really a commentary on the deck. I love it. I will likely use it in a lot of readings, and I've already created one with it. So it's not a big criticism at the same time. Some people do find, do obsess about these things. So, from like a viewer's perspective, I think you would want to hear it. If you don't want me to be to share any personal preferences in my readings, to let me know. That's okay. Um, Sweet pea, gratitude, joy. Again, I love that these flowers actually look like butterflies, and the theme and this card has the theme of joy. So again, very beautiful imagery, very uh, um, accurate color choice. Snapdragon, boldness, endurance. I like the light blue for endurance and pink for boldness, and a little bit of purple here and there. But I love the attention to detail, man. I'm a big fan now. Foxglove, insight. Oh, I love the rose image. Enduring love, personal growth. Azalea, renewed energy, enthusiasm. Ginkgo, ancient knowledge, longevity. Chrysanthemum, longevity, endurance. Hyacinth, spiritual growth, beauty. Again, the combination of blue and purple is just absolutely perfect. Actually, I also love the backs of these cards. I didn't say about that earlier, but I love the back design. Probably more than the fronts, but I do love the fronts. But just looking at the back, this deck is a perfect addition to my collection. Morning glory, fresh start, joy. Sorry, I'm going to be interrupting. The reason why I'm going to be interrupting this video again, the reason why I like the bag, because it looks so good when I find these cards out. Some decks have like really planned, plain um bags, and they're not very visually appealing. Although again, that is also not a deal breaker for me. I think I love cards so much that at this point nothing is a deal breaker. But they don't really look good in videos, but this one looks perfect against all backgrounds, light ones, the dark ones. So Also, I think viewers also would like to see me pull the card to shuffle the cards. And the way I do readings right now with my phone, it's not always feasible to shuffle them on camera. So I think this is the best way to show how I pull my cards. Datura, insight, change. I love, I love that this card is about change, and we do have buds there, not just the flower, because it makes sense, right? It's a change of a phase, maybe an end of an era, uh, maybe start of a new journey. Thistle, defense, strength. Narcissus, self love, rebirth. I love it. Almost looks like this deck is sort of a 3D version with the way this image is painted. I mean, it looks like the leaves are, um, the petals are coming out of the flowers of the cards, but they're really not. And I love that. This is like my favorite card in this entire deck. Though I have many I love, but that one is my favorite. Lantana, rigor, versatility. Dandelion, new opportunities, adaptability. Lavender, tranquility, serenity. Also, the guidebook has the reverse meanings of the card. It's just that I don't really read a lot of reversals. But if you do like reading reversals in your reading, you will definitely love the guidebook. I don't read reversals until they come out of the deck in a very odd way. Like if a card will flip out while shuffling, or if it makes sense that if I accidentally shuffle it, reverse it, and it makes sense of the surrounding cards, because that's a synchronicity, right? But at the same time, I usually shuffle my deck such that there are hardly any reversals. So if there is one, that's usually a surprise, and I do consider that. Jasmine, Grace. Yeah, that was the type I was talking about. Intuition. Maybe this is just in my copy of the deck. Maybe I didn't buy it from the right seller, so that might be a consideration. So keep that in mind. Let's not criticize the deck for a mistake that may be mine. Uh, Eternal memory, fidelity, forget me not. Also, blue does symbolize memory, so it's again a good combination. Iris, intuition, communication. Bluebell, new horizons, humility. Lotus, spiritual awakening, serenity. I love the depiction. I love the energy of this card. The green, the blue, the purple, the pink. It's. I think there are angel wings in the cloud also, or they look like that. So I do love, love, love this deck. Especially I see so many wings in this particular patch of abstract white uh, painting or whatever this is. Uh, I just love that. Also, we have, I don't know if it's very visible on the camera, we have kind of a stem which almost looks like a heart to me. Uh, Super cool. I love that also. Again, with everything, there are things you do like and things you don't like. I think that's normal for everyone. So, um, I want to be neutral in this video. That's what I was trying to say basically. Calendula, vitality, radiance. Ooh, nice. I like the contrast against the gray and black, because to some of us, I think for everyone of us, for everyone, radiance actually comes at a cost. You undergo and face a lot of dejection, rejection, hurt. After which you start feeling good about yourself enough to actually feel radiant. I love that. That there is gray here, Again, not this may not be what the creator may have considered or thought while painting. Maybe they had something else in their mind, but that's what came to my mind when I checked this card. Sunflower, positivity, growth. There's a patch of abstract yellow here that almost looks like a bird. Makes sense with the theme of growth again. It's not really a bird, but it does look like that to me. I think there's also turtle here. So messages about maybe delayed growth, or if things have been stagnant, things will change. Honeysuckle, sweetness, nostalgia, and Monet, rejuvenation, transformation. One second, I'm going to clean up this a bit so it's not looking too cluttered. That's a disadvantage of doing things with one hand and using the camera with the second one. Lily, I love the buds. Considering the messages are about growth and rebirth. uh, Marvelous pride, strength. Monk showed mystery, protection. Rosemary, vision, determination. Plum blossoms, fortitude, preservation, perseverance. Sorry, happens. Osmanthus, appreciation, nobility. I actually very recently learned about this flower being used in teas, and I did try to find it somewhere. But on most websites, I thought that it was very, 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 very costly. So if someone knows how to get good quality osmanthus in India, do let me know. I want to try it in my tea because I am a tea fanatic. I should make a tea themed oracle tag at this point. But I will let you know it. Genteel, perseverance, hope. I love the contrast of orange and yellow against uh, blue. Lily of the valley, rebirth, humility. Sorry. Clover, luck, simplicity. Crocus, youthful joy, cheerfulness. Sorry about the background noise. Um, I can't really help it, honestly. I wish I could. Magnolia, dignity, reflection. Carnation, opulence, gracefulness. Tulip, devotion, charm. Basil, clarity, protection. And the next is violet, insight, humility. Mm. Peony, abundance, elegance. Daisy, innocence, joy. I think these are most common ones. Uh, Hibiscus, passion, inspiration. That's not what a hibiscus looks like. At least where I live, most hibiscus flowers I've seen in my life are kind of red. So, not saying this image is wrong. Again, I'm not a flower expert, but most hibiscus flowers I've seen in my reality are red with the, I don't know what it's called, a stalk coming out from the center. Uh, Boreish, bravery, encouragement. Gardenia, simplicity, devotion. Silaman, adaptability, gentleness. gladius, sorry, gladiolus, integrity, strength of character. Elder flower, guidance, connection. I think it's also about past life, past loved ones in heaven and ancestors because of the white in half of the card and blue in the other one. I feel the left part of this card also has oceanic energy. So I would say ancestors from long, long, long ago may be having influence over your life if I pull this card in a reading. Um, that's about it. We've gone through all of the cards now. Again, I'll do one card pull just for fun. Also, to feel the deck in my hands, it feels super smooth. I love the finishing. We have Osmanthus, appreciation, nobility, and elderflower. All right. Genteel, perseverance, hope. So with these three cards, I'm getting the energy. Like I said, that someone from your past lifetimes, from maybe from Atlantis, maybe from Lemuria, but from someone from very, 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 very long ago, maybe assisting you, and this time maybe making themselves known to you, trying to get your attention. I feel this person energies from a lost civilization, which may be underwater at this time. So, uh, over the next, or maybe the history about this lifetime is kind of muddled amidst lots and lots and lots and lots of lies. So you'll be uncovering about this lifetime of yours or this experience over the next few weeks or months. So be open to what the universe brings to you. With the osmanthus, I also get that you will find support in your life from people who are noble, who see your purity with the white hair. Um, yeah, I feel there are people in your life who do notice the purity of your spirit, and they may soon appreciate you for that, or they may be taking some decisions or taking some choices behind the scenes for you to be able to nurture yourself better. So don't be surprised if a new offer comes in, because I do see that coming in some way, shape, or form. I also see that you've been through some difficult experiences. You've faced a lot of challenges. You've risen again above, you've risen above pain. You've risen above hurt. You felt so much darkness at some times. It may have been very, very, very difficult for you to release your anger, to release frustration, and I feel your fear. These feelings may have almost clouded your judgment and made you make uh, some decisions which were not really in your favor. So, Spirit is asking you to forgive yourself for those. And I also want you to give yourself a second chance at life. You're being supported, you're being loved. All will be well. You will be appreciated. Spirit appreciates you. You'll be fine. You navigated some painful experiences, but you rose above them, and that's a good thing. Be proud of that. Don't create crises if they do not exist. Please be very sure of that. Believe in yourself, and that's pretty much it. Again, I would have loved to read mhm, one of these cards from the guidebook just to give you a flavor. Also, I would have appreciated it if I had it handy um, while doing my reading, simply because it's just easier. Uh, but again, there are some things which I do, which I am particular about, some things which I'm not. It's everyone's personal preference. Like I said, not a very big deal breaker for me. I may get it printed at some point, probably not right now. I'll see how often I use this deck. If I end up using it almost every day or every other day, then I might want to get the guidebook printed. Just considering the frequency of use. At the same time, I don't really have a deck which I uh, uh, reuse every single day, except maybe tarot deck, and even tarot I have a few variations. So again, not a very big deal breaker for me, but breaks my heart kind of. That's pretty much it. I hope you liked it. I hope you liked the cards. If you want to get your own copy, you can find one on Amazon. I got mine from there. That's it. Bye bye.